it going? It's me, Betty Jean. It is time for the weekly 3 Looks 1 Palette video. I was supposed to do this last week, but I postponed it to do the Riviera palette, but now we are doing the Pinky Rose Exotic Peacock palette. I love this palette so much. This is what the inside looks like. This is such a beautiful color story. I love all of these shades. They all work so well together. I just adore this palette. I've already done tutorials with this on camera, I think 2 or 3 times, and I'll have those videos linked down below. I can't remember off the top of my head how many, but I will have those linked down below in case you want to see additional looks. But I love this palette. I so enjoy playing with this. I've dipped into this so many times, and I can safely say that this is one of my all-time favorite palettes. It's just so good. The formula is beautiful. The colors are beautiful. I have so much fun creating looks with it. I'm never disappointed with this palette. I love the entire bundle from Pinky Rose, but we're just basically talking about just this one this time. But this one as an individual, so solid. I adore this palette. If you are into color, and especially cool tones, it's meant for you, I promise you that. As you saw from the intro, I did this kind of blue sparkly halo eye. I did that more kind of pinky purple look, and then I did that really pretty blown out greenish yellowish look. So let's just get into the tutorials. I'm going in first with the shade Discreet, and I'm not so discreetly popping this all over my eyeball. This is going all over my lid, all in my crease, and then as I have less product on the brush, I'll begin to just kind of blend out that edge a little bit. I will be going in with another shade later to blend it out more, but I'm basically just trying to pack this green everywhere and blow it out so it's a nice smoky green effect. Nothing more to it than that. Honestly, this is the easiest out of the 3 looks, so enjoy it while it lasts because it gets a lot more in depth in the coming ones. Next, I'm taking Risque, which is my favorite shade in the palette, and I'm just blending this right above that green that we laid down before to, like I said before, help blend out that edge even further to make it nice and blown out. I wanted it just to be a nice gradient from green to yellow in this smoky look. And then I'll just go back through with the green in that crease when necessary. Next, I'm taking Dreams, and I'm just simply using a pencil brush and popping this on the lower lash line just to have a little pop of blue with this look. I thought it looked really cute. And I'll just go back through with the brushes I already used to help buff that out even further. Again, this look is really simple, so I don't really have a whole lot to say. Next, I'm taking Provocative, and I'm just using my finger and popping that in my inner corner. And honestly, that's it for the eye look. Nothing too crazy, like I said before. I'm just going to take my Bold Face Makeup Power Pair Lashes and my Wet Cherry Naked Cherry Gloss from Lime Crime, popping that on, and that'll be it. Starting this look off with the shade Sultry, I'm working this in the outer corner and through the crease, but with extra focus in the outer corner because I did want this to be a little bit more of an elongated kind of look. But again, just back and forth, inner to outer corner, swirling it in little circular motions, and then I'm going to begin to pop it underneath the lower lash line as well. Heavy focus in that eye bag zone because you know I like that very blown out look. I think it looks really cute and sultry, which is a coincidence since this shade is called Sultry. And next I'm going in with the shade Lustful, and I'm just going to be packing that in the outer corner, just really intensifying that kind of outer corner dramatic shape that I'm going for. And then I'll begin to carry it through the rest of the crease as well, kind of just mimicking what we did with the pink shade, just keeping it a little tighter and a little closer to that lid zone. And then I'm just going to, again, pop it underneath that lower lash line as well, keeping it a little closer to the lower lash line, not blowing it out as far, but again, keeping with that same general shape. And now I'm going to take Dreams again, like I did before, and I'm just going to pop this really close to the lower lash line, right underneath that lower lash line. Wow, I have my words all mixed up today. Taking my Makeup Revolution cut crease canvas, I'm doing a simple half cut crease as I do. I just popped some on my lid, looked up so I could see where the crease needed to be cut, and I'm kind of filling in that line, stopping it right where those shades really begin to deepen in the outer corner. As I do this so often, you guys probably know my spiel by now. And next I'm taking the shade Wings, and I'm simply just packing that everywhere that I laid down that concealer stuff. And there's nothing really more I can say than that. I just am going through and covering the concealer with this shade. I really have nothing more to say than that. Going in now with the shade Tease, I'm just taking that same brush but flipping it over, and I'm focusing that kind of in that in-between where the wing shade was in that matte purple, and I'm just going to flip back and forth between the two colors to create a nice soft blend. And now I'm going to take Erotic, and I'm just going to pop that in my inner corner with my pinky finger, and honestly that's it for the shadow look. I'm going in now with my ColourPop Boots eyeliner pencil, popping that in my waterline, and then taking my Bold Face Power Pair lashes and my Pop Beauty Nearly Nude liquid lipstick, and then I'm going to take this little unicorn diamond crusher from Lime Crime and pop that on, and that'll be it for this look. Starting off this final look with the shade Truth, I'm packing this really tight in the outer corner. I'm not bringing this up too terribly high to start with, and then I'm just going to kind of carry it through the rest of the crease as I usually do. Pretty much doing the same thing I initially did with that first look, but I am putting a little extra focus in that inner corner as well because this is going to be a little bit more of a halo cut crease rather than a half cut crease. I'm also going to tuck this underneath that lower lash line really tight up against the lash line as well. And eventually I do get this shape a little more winged out, but to start with I'm keeping it a little bit more rounded. I'm not taking it out too terribly far, but as you'll see now I'm starting to lightly branch out that outer corner. And now I'm taking the shade Lovesick, and I'm just going to be blending that right above that Truth shade just to begin to create a little bit more of that gradient that I wanted to see. So it went from the blue to the lighter blue to my skin, as that's how blends go. And I mean, that's pretty much the gist of it for right now. I'm just doing a lot of blending, popping this Lovesick shade all around that Truth shade. And this is the point now where I begin to really start winging it out because I decided that's kind of the look I was going for. So you'll see me just put a little extra focus in that outer corner, really starting to create that wing-like shape. Now I'm taking that Makeup Revolution cut crease canvas, and I'm basically just kind of going for a rounded half moon kind of a cut. And this ended up going a little bit taller above my natural crease than I normally do. Like I always go above my natural crease, but this went a little much higher, but I just went with it. It's whatever, it's fine. I'm just trying to get that shape down. And then I took more of that Truth shade and I really began to heavily pack it in the inner and outer portion of that cut area just so it could start merging in with that kind of crease action we worked on earlier because I still wanted that depth in the inner and outer corner. And then I ended up really just kind of buffing and blending that outer corner just to kind of minimize that seam a little bit. And now I'm taking the shade Enchanted, and I'm just kind of placing that right in between where the middle of that cut crease is and where that edge of Truth is, just to, again, begin to start creating that soft gradient within the cut crease. And next I'm going to take the shade Peacock, and I'm just using the same brush. I just flipped it over, and I'm popping that right in the center of this cut crease action. I'm laying the shade down everywhere that there is still concealer showing, and then I'll just kind of go back through between the Peacock shade and that Enchanted shade to create a nice soft blend between all the blues. And next I'm taking Wings, and I'm just going to pop that in my inner corner as a cute little pop of inner corner highlight, as I usually do. And I'm taking my Flutter Lashes Selfie Lashes and my Anastasia Freya Gloss, and that'll be it for this last look. All right, those are my looks. That's it. What was your favorite? I don't know if I have a favorite again. I really like them all. I just feel really good in this palette, and it's one of my favorites ever. But let me know which look was your favorite. Do you guys have this palette? Do you want this palette? Were you gonna get it? Are you gonna pass on it? I want to chat about it, you know? Let's talk in the comments, as we do. Like I said before, it's pretty plain and simple with this palette. I adore it so much. I'm so happy I bought it. I hesitated buying the bundle at first because I was like, no, I need to save money because that's how it is this year. I have to save more money. But I ended up breaking down and buying the bundle, and I couldn't be happier. Even this palette alone, I'm so happy with. It's just so much fun. I'm so inspired every time I open it. It's just such a blast. This palette is just so playful. The looks are so fun. I feel like the looks are countless. You could create so many looks with this. Pinky Rose did a really good job with this one, and I'm so pleased with it. If you enjoyed this 3 looks 1 palette video, please give it a thumbs up. Keep your eye out for polls because I'm sure I will run polls on which palette I want to do a 3-Looks 1 palette with next, so keep your eyes peeled for that. If you're not already, please hop over to my Instagram. It's beautbean. Follow me there. I post every single day, and don't forget to subscribe here before you leave. I post 5 days a week, every Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. Let me know what videos you want to see on my channel. Thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next one. Okay, bye.